Good afternoon, my pack. There is someone by the name of Keto Candy that has a carnivore keto bread recipe on YouTube, and I sent her a comment in her video saying, hey, do you mind if your subscribers go ahead and mention and link your videos in their videos so that they can reference a recipe that you did. So I'm waiting for her response. So if this goes up, you know she said yes. So she makes a keto carnivore bread roll recipe, and both ones that she talked about, one has milk powder, the other one has heavy cream powder. So I made it with heavy cream powder because it's a lot less carby. The heavy cream powder one, I would say, I'm going to generously say 1.5 grams of total carbs for the recipe, because the heavy cream has less than 1 carb for it. But I will link the recipe. But I wanted to do 2 variables. So this one is the one with baking powder in it. So there's 6 of these left because it made 7 and I tried one already. These are the ones without baking powder. There's 5 left. I made 6. I tried one already. Now I will tell you this, as far as rising and then the thing that they fall in the air fryer because of the heavier fat content of the heavy cream powder, does the same thing on both. Texture on both is the same. Flavor on both is the same. So if you're more strict carnivore, go with this. If you're more ketovore, you can go with that. If you're less strict carnivore and you don't mind 1 tablespoon of baking powder for the whole thing, then, you know, do the baking powder if you want. The other variable I did on this is Red Lobster does daily deals. And so last week I got it on the daily deal where they did the lobster tail and the steak for $25, which is quite a deal for Red Lobster. So when I did it, I ordered the broccoli side and I asked them, please don't put on the side and please don't put on the Cheddar Bay Biscuits. I don't want either of those. Sure enough, both came, the Cheddar Bay Biscuits and the side. I didn't mind about the side because I highly doubt that anyone's gonna be like, excuse me, waitress, can I please have some more broccoli? Said no one ever. Maybe vegetarian, but what are you doing going to Red Lobster? No hate to vegetarians. So I felt bad about the Cheddar Bay Biscuits because they are my Achilles heel. So I immediately folded up their bag of the Cheddar Bay Biscuits, went out to the garage, and threw them in the outside garbage. But I know people do ask for extra Cheddar Bay Biscuits. Cheddar Bay Biscuits are everyone's favorite at Red Lobster that go there. And so I felt bad taking 2 Cheddar Bay Biscuits from their set of Cheddar Bay Biscuits for the night. So I felt bad. So the other variable I did is in each one, I put half a teaspoon of Montreal chicken seasoning. No chicken in the seasoning. It is just the garlic, the onion powder, and like the other seasonings that people would traditionally put on chicken, but you can put on steak or anything. Half a teaspoon of my local store's Chesapeake Bay seasoning, and no carb, and that's like your paprika, your celery salt, and all that other stuff that is in the Cheddar Bay Biscuit. And a little bit more or less of a 1/4 cup of shredded cheddar. So yes, they do taste very Cheddar Bay Biscuity. And then I have the garlic herb butter that I put on it before I eat it. So, and then I have a bunch of it left over, so it's gonna go on my meat for dinner tonight. Even if you're gonna do 1.5 carbs per one, that's 3 carbs per 2, and I would probably eat them in groupings of 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put them in pint-sized freezer Ziploc bags and groupings of 2 and throw them in the freezer because they're not a have every day thing. They're probably a have once a week or once every 2 weeks kind of thing. But that is my version of Carnivore Cheddar Bay Biscuits from like a kind of Red Lobster wannabe. Some people who are strict carnivore are gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't be having stuff like that if you're strict carnivore because you don't need mock-ups of things. That's true. But if you're having people over, it's nice to have mock-up of things, and then every once in a while you don't mind having a mock-up of things. Also, I'm more flex carnivore. I'm not quite ketovore. I don't do the vegetables. But I am flex carnivore, so something like this doesn't bother me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye for now.